Hi, welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna flip on another light from to light me up a little more. Oh, the dog is coming over. Hi, doggy. Hi, Terry. Let me flip this light on really quick. I'll bring you with me. It's gonna be bumpy. There, better. Sorry. Bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy, bump. Let's give some people some time to join. Yeah, that is better, isn't it? So I found out some stuff. Hey! Oh. Well, I hope you're having a good work day. I was just working too. And thanks for stopping by to say hi. You can just watch it again, But thanks for stopping by, Lookie Lou. So if you never watched a live stream replay, that's the dog. This dog. Hey, come here. She's like she wants pets. She wanted to be pet. If you've never watched a replay, I got distracted. There's people that chat, and you can turn it on if you want to see what they're saying. And if you ever join in the future, the only way you can chat is if you're logged in to your YouTube. If you didn't know that, now you know. So I found out, I hope nobody's eating because it's kind of gross. I found out some stuff that is kind of disturbing about reusing face masks. Now, I've used face masks for a long time. Even before this pandemic, I've used face masks. So personally, I was shocked to find out that I was doing it totally wrong. Now, the reason why I was wearing face masks was because I have a friend who had a immunity type of disease that she could catch. Like if you have a cold or whatever, I would wear a mask around her if I could before this pandemic. And also, I am so sensitive to smell, like any kind of smell, especially strong perfume, but it has not, like cheap perfume is really kills me, that kind of stuff. And perfumes that aren't like natural, it really hurts my sinuses and my throat. And I'm like so allergic that if I was at church or wherever, a movie theater we're not going to target a church. But wherever I went, I would try to wear a face mask or have one or so, a couple in my purse, because I can't handle the smell. I could smell it really. I could smell everything. And it just, it would help me. And also because I have allergies and I live in the desert and it's dusty. And the pollen is super duper pollen. Because of the desert, the ecosystem out here is severe when things bloom. It's major pollen so that it survives. You know that. So I'd wear face masks. I would wear face masks sometimes even when I go out on a hike, whatever. When I would travel, I'd wear a face mask. Even when I was in Japan, I had face masks and I wore them when I was on the airplane because I could hear them coughing, whatever. And I mean, that didn't protect me, but it made me feel more comfortable, and I didn't want to smell whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just would help. But yes, I could still smell stuff through a face mask, though. So, you know, I guess it was just, I was just wearing it to feel a little safer. And of course, I would pray that I won't get sick. So I just wanted to tell you about a few things, well, more than a few things that I learned recently about reusing face masks. Kind of disturbing. So I was like in a conversation with somebody, and they told me that their daughter had, I wouldn't call it like tonsil tumors, but tonsil rocks and stuff like that. And she had an infection, like a sinus infection, and problems with like in her throat and her sinuses, and her mouth would get too dry and her nose would get too dry. It's because her daughter kept reusing a face mask. And what happened was she developed these rocks. They're called tonsil rocks on her tonsils. They do go away. And it's the bacteria that's in your nose and inside of your mouth and in your gums, whatever is on your skin that you're breathing in, you know, wearing a reusable face mask, you know, if you keep reusing it. Hi, Lady Marasaki. And I didn't know anything about that, but it makes sense because I want to tell you what happened to me. So I would use face masks like this, and I would wear the white side out. Okay, first of all, I found out you wear the blue side out. So ding, ding, ding. I did that wrong. Another thing is when I'm wearing my glasses and I'm wearing one of these, I kind of go like this so that I could breathe. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to cover it like that and not have any open, you know, open area. Good. I'm glad you don't, Terry. And another thing, I wasn't disposing of it properly. So if you, like in the past, before this pandemic, I would just stuff it back in my purse pocket. And sometimes you'd see it on my dashboard, or it would hang out on the passenger seat until I used it again, if I needed it again. Now, if you look in my car, I have several foam ones that are from Japan that I use, and then I throw them out. Yeah, wear it on, you know, and snug, like Terry is saying. And then when you're removing it, you got to treat it like a biohazard, and you toss it. You don't keep it around. But I found some tips about that could help you. Because sometimes we don't have these all the time. You know, if you're out in public every day, you're going to run out. So this other thing I want to share with you is a cloth one. So I had one that had the breather, like a little circle that has, you can put the charcoal filter and breathe through it, and you can rewash it, whatever. Well, if you look at where the circle was and where the filter was in the pocket, this isn't it, there was like black. So I was breathing in this charcoal filter. These are one-time use. These are not to be used over and over in your mask. These are one-time use, which could get pricey. This is a charcoal filter that you put in like the pocket of your mask, like so. And then when you're done, you throw it out, treat it like a biohazard. You don't reuse it again. Those haven't been used. And these should be washed. You should wash them, and you don't rewear them. I did that. I was rewearing them, putting it in my purse, stuffing it in the pocket, and rewearing it. And then I would wash it probably in a day or so or two, like, with the batch of the ones that need to be washed. So anyway, and Lady Mirasaki is saying she uses the reusable ones, but she's washing them after using it once. Yeah, that's what I kind of wasn't doing. But now I have so many that I can do that now. And I have some that somebody made, some that I bought, which is good. And another good thing is I work from home. So the only time I was doing this is when I would go out, which would be like the grocery store or whatever essential thing I had to do. So, but still, I want to tell you something. I can't wear these. I'll tell you why. I have really sensitive skin. What's happening is I have this bump that grew on my nose because this kept rubbing when I'm talking. It kept rubbing, so it created like some kind of bump on my nose that's healing. I don't know when it's going to go away, but it's going to go away. And then all around here, my whole face was peeling. My lips would get chapped. My mouth would get dry. There's something in here. I don't know if it's bleach or fibers that I'm inhaling. And when I wear it, a new one, not a reused one, I turn bright red. And these were sealed and new and never been used. Now, when you look on the package, it does say it's made in China. Now, I don't know. Think about that. Just think about that. I'm not trying to get, So anyway, this is my last resort. I can't use these. That's my emergency. Now I have some foam ones. The masks are made of plastic. Yeah, maybe that's what's causing my irritation. So it would just literally, I'm peeling by the, when I come back from the store, if I used one of these type and properly, not wearing the blue part this way, the blue part out, Yeah. So I want to read you some other stuff that I was looking at that I learned about. I have sensitive skin. So it says, don't wear makeup under your mask and cleanse the face before and after a mask. I wasn't really doing that. And don't wear foundation because it rubs off in the mask, leading to decreased air filtration, making it harder to breathe. So that's what I was like avoiding lipstick. I was wearing plain, this kind of like lip balm doesn't damage me when I'm breathing it. It's like a spearmint type one from Trader Joe's. This one is fine. And it didn't bother me, but I felt so sick sometimes when I was even walking around in a grocery store with one of these. Even a new one or a reused one, it didn't matter. I can't use these. And I had to stop wearing makeup. Well, I couldn't even wear makeup because I was so dry right here. Another thing, for some reason, these freaking bands, I must be allergic to them because I have these dry sores on both sides of my top of my ears. And there's a bump over here now from this band. So I don't, and I stretch it, you know, I don't know, because I have a wide, high cheekbone, wide, you know, wide type of face structure, and a chin that is pointy, you know. Oh, let me see what happened here. I need to fix something. Why is it? It's like blocking. It deleted Lady Murasaki. Okay, Lady Murasaki, you have a good night. I restored whatever you were saying. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. And then, anyway, so back to what I was telling you that I learned. Yeah, if I was doing video and you have to talk, it was like slipping, and that's why I was getting this bump. It was rubbing up and down because you're like, you know, right? Oh, she had to go moderate. Okay, Lookie Lou, you have a good night. Lookie Lou's got to go back to her lunch breaks over. Another thing is like, let me see. They're saying, I knew I was putting it in a washing machine, but I'm in this situation where I have to hand wash stuff. So when I was removing these face masks, because I wear glasses, I'm just touching my face and my eyes. And I mean, it just was stupid. Plus, the face mask I have doesn't protect me from the coronavirus anyway. It's just if I have the coronavirus, then, and I don't, then it would protect everybody else. Also, did you notice, like, when two people are talking and you're both wearing a face mask, you get too close to each other so that you can hear. This has happened. I couldn't hear anything that the clerk was saying because you got plexiglass and they're asking me a question and they're wearing a mask and I'm wearing a mask, and I'm like, I can't hear you. Say again. And here's that plexiglass, and I'm like, then here's the other opening, and I'm like, can you say that again? And we're both like up to the plexiglass. Did you ever notice that? And then another thing, I didn't think about this. So I wear these glasses. I will be getting contacts again because glasses are hard during a pandemic, you know, and yeah, I'm going to go get some contacts. They're saying that the problem I am getting is my glasses fog up when I'm wearing a face mask. And it wouldn't matter if it's summer or winter or whatever. So it would just shoot straight up into my glasses, you know, the fog. So it's saying, just a tip here is you can wash your glasses in soapy water and then allow them to dry, and the film should prevent fogging. And another tactic is to consider to fit your face mask to prevent your exhaled breath from reaching your glasses. See, that's I don't agree with, because what was happening was when I would cover the way you're supposed to, like I was just telling you, under, that's when I would fog up. And the only time it wouldn't fog up is if I left one open and You know what I mean? With some space. I don't know. Is it a science? I just gonna have to wash my glasses, you know? Then they're saying an easy hack is to place a folded tissue between your mouth and the mask. The tissue will absorb the warm, moist air and prevent it from reaching your glasses. Also, make sure the top of your mask is tight and the bottom is looser to help direct your exhaled breath away from your eyes. Well, for me, that's hard because I have a pointy chin. So how am I going to direct the mask the way? I don't even know. All this stuff we have to do is just a plain drag. Yeah, I know, but I always wear these face masks, even before this stupid pandemic, you know? So another thing I learned is I didn't know that, but they can hurt children under 2 because they'll have trouble breathing. Me personally, I do have trouble breathing wearing these face masks. So I guess it can make them unconscious. I mean, that makes sense if they're so young and that you shouldn't put it on them. Well, how would you protect them then? It's so scary. And then another thing, the CDC is saying, what's the best kind of face mask? They're saying multiple layers of fabric that allow for breathing without restriction, that will be able to be laundered and machine dried without damage or change of shape. Well, every time I would wash in the machine, even on the gentle cycle, and then dry it even on a low, they would shrink. So you start with something this big and you get half the size by the time you're done washing it. So it's pretty, these face masks are so tedious, aren't they? Just sick of it. So I just have a whole bunch of different face masks now, and this is my last resort. You know, instead, I'm just gonna stick to cloth, and I wash. Now I learn, I wash it, of course, before I wear it. And I learned I have to stretch out the ears because I'll get those sores up here. Terry's saying that he just gets deliveries. That's what I'm kind of doing right now. Like, I'm just not really going out because we spiked. And, you know, so I also learned that you can also, like, say you have one of these and you're to your last one and you can't order it. You're waiting for Amazon to deliver more or whatever. You can put this in a brown bag and let it sit for 2 days. And if you had the virus or the virus was on it, it would dissipate. It would go away. It's supposed to be safe again. But then again, that's your last this would be my last resort. And I have like 100 of these now, just in case. But as far as this charcoal filter, I was doing that wrong. So that's what I learned. And it's crazy. So I remember when this whole pandemic started, nobody could find a face mask. Nobody had one unless you had one around the house. Thank God I had some, you know, and I had stocked up with gloves and the virus only lives for a certain time. Yep. And, you know, I just hope that everybody stays safe. So I just wanted to just quickly just share with you guys what I learned, and my face is recovering. I can't even wear makeup. And now I know what to do correctly, and I thought I knew. You know the weird thing about the virus? What's the weird thing about the virus, Terry? I got the dog, like, she wants to be pet. What is the weird thing about the virus, Terry? It's only a slice of life. Oh. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share, and thanks for sharing, Terry. Yeah. It's Friday here. We're going to have a nice weekend. It's going to be about 70 degrees, which is rare for us, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's usually about 55 or so in the middle of the day. And at night, about 32 degrees in the middle of the night through the early morning, like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. is the lowest temperature. The dog keeps coming over. She just bumped you guys. She's giving you guys a bump. You want to see her? That's funny. Yeah, so whew. I just wanted to say all this, and he's saying it's just a snippet of DNA. That's why it's hard to kill. It isn't really alive. So that's all I wanted to share, and I hope that you think about, maybe that will help you if you didn't know. If not, thanks for watching. So I'm going to say bye. And anyway, I'll be, last week I didn't feel good. It wasn't from the virus. So I didn't live stream. So thanks for your patience, peeps. And I didn't release the video, the pho video, because I wasn't feeling well. I'm okay, you guys. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Yeah, so, and thanks for chiming in. And I'll see you another time. And thanks for watching. Thank you to my Patreon members. We got 3. That's a good number. I'm supposed to be getting a 4th one. I wonder what tier they're going to join. Maybe they can unlock the secret benefits. All right. You have a good evening, and I'm just going to stay in tonight. I made like some lamb curry type of basmati, like chickpea, yum, yum. And I'm just going to watch something like Hulu or Netflix or Disney or something tonight. All the best to you, and you stay safe as well. The dog. She's been distracting me the whole time during this live stream. So I hope I kept at the topic. Bye.